North American radio show, and now worldwide shows. The LizyT Blog Talk Radio Show. She wants to know who you are, what you do, your contact info, anything new. And now welcome the amazing LizyT.
Hello, and welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. It is like a Monday for us today because some of you know here in Canada we did celebrate our Thanksgiving, and one of the things that we do need to be thankful for, even though we're going through crazy ordeals throughout the world, including our health, our rights. I can go on, but that's not the show. That's not the show. The show is about allowing you to know about an amazing international author that we have. But I just would like to thank you for logging in today, this afternoon. It is an incredible week. We have so many shows for you prepared throughout this week, not only here on our radio show, but also on our live shows. We're talking Instagram, we're talking lives on YouTube, and the list really goes on. Incredible. So thank you. I read about that 5 years is turned into this huge acknowledges and huge prizes and awards that we have received. And I have to say we, because I don't do this alone. And now we have a team of people that does not only our studio stuff online here, but also with our video, which is a lot more challenging and interesting. Thank you so much for our videographer and our sound technician and all that, and our VA that looks after our email and things like that. So thank you guys. So it is 1 o'clock today in Toronto, Canada, and we have again another author. And you know what? The name sounds very familiar. I feel like I've already talked to this lady. Her name is Susie Vivian, by the way. She is the author of an incredible book. I was looking at her social media, looking at her website, and I'll give you a little bit of background so you have an idea, who we're going to be talking today. And I just don't want to forget, by the way, thank you so much to our sponsors. We have several sponsors. We have a brand new sponsor, which is Dr. Hannah. She is a homeopath, naturopath. She deals with people health on a holistic way. So if you contact Hannah, mention that you've heard it on the LizyT Show. So Susie Vivian, she is graduated from University of Utah with master's degrees on public health. She grew up in Utah and has lived there all her life. She currently, though, lives in St. George, Utah, with her crazy cat, Tazzy. She enjoys walking, hiking, good for you, imperative in times like this. Local trails near her home where she has many parks, walks, and paths. Very jealous. We do have a couple of ones here from the studio. She does time with the family, and that is her greatest pleasure. But she also obviously writes. Her current book is has a sequel. The name of the book, or She Enjoys the Process, and she. The stories that she's written with the blue orb, and let's get in touch, and let's ask her, how this all came about, and how she enjoying the process, because a lot of people don't enjoy the process. They love writing, but process of actually publishing the book, that's a completely different story. And I'm hoping that we are able to inspire you today to get to know the author, and obviously triggered you to get the book. That's the main important, and we'll find out where we can get her information. So without further ado, everyone, let's welcome her with a wonderful you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
It is an honor and pleasure. Somebody all the way from Utah, virtually here in Toronto, Canada. Talk about your experiences. Talk about your book. Talk about your life as a writer. We know a little bit about you, that how much you love nature and how much you love to walk, and your cat has it, and all that good stuff. So this book, The Blue Orbit, by the way, love, love the cover. They did an incredible job. If you're looking right now on our social media, you can see right now that we are on Instagram, and we are looking at the cover. So can you tell us a little bit about the process, or a little bit of the background of Blue Orb?
Sure. I started the book a long time ago. Actually, I just I don't know. I always wanted to write a book, but it's one of those things you have in the back of your mind. You think, well, gee, it'd be fun to write a book. So finally, my husband at the time said, "Why don't you write a book?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's all I needed." So I bought a book to help me get started, and I really did have fun writing it. It kind of almost wrote itself. I just started with this heroine, and actually with the creation of this magical blue orb, and then the heroine who steals it from these witches and finds help to keep it away from them, and it just kind of came. I think that's why it was fun to write, because I just kind of wrote it. Of course, there was a lot of edits after I got this rough draft, but it is kind of fun to sit down and just create something of your own. I don't know, people who like to paint
Absolutely.
or
Absolutely.
would probably relate.
As the writing part of it, Susie, it looks like your husband pushed you, right? He says you should write a book. The writing, was it always in you? Like, do you always journal? Did you always write about little stories? How did the writing came about? And by the way, some people they just start when they retire, and some people they had it within them when they were just little. They wrote little poems and things. But in your case, did it came really early in life, or later on when you decided, I have time, why not? I'm good at this.
It's kind of funny, because when I was at the University of Utah, I really enjoyed writing for class, and I think that's where my husband, what I wrote, and he would, you write really well. Why don't you write a book? And since I kind of always wanted to do that, and I'd write little stories once in a while, but it just motivated me, of course, to get with it. So I did.
And I'm glad that your husband, Susie, were able to push you, because sometimes we need a family member, a friend, somebody who really cares about us to push us to do something that is out of our comfort zone. And I guess you knew that you were really good at telling stories by writing it down, or having that mindset, but you didn't know that you were going to affect other people and get that story across to the world, which that's really what you're doing. So and the reason I'm asking this is because I not only want to promote your book, but I wanted to be able to show the world that you don't have to be a brain science to figure it out, or a surgeon, or to figure it out because I believe that everybody has a story within them. Everybody has something that they can share with the world, whether it's fictional or real, that could affect somebody else. And that's really what we are all about on this earth, to be able to be used, right, to serve in some way, shape, or form. And your writing, I believe that your writing is definitely one of them. So for the people that are listening to us right now, or will be listening to us later on, because this is recorded, is your story, The Blue Herb. It is fictional, right? It is based on your ideas and the genre for people that would like to get the book.
It's fantasy. It's magic and witches and a wizard, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping. I wrote it because I was hoping people would just enjoy reading it, and it would, be an escape for them or something like that.
Well, you know what? Especially, Susie, especially at times like this, where we have so many things going on. I mean, I'm not sure what the situation in Utah is right now with in regards to COVID lockdowns and things like that. So to be able to have a pause and relax and read something fun, you're helping. I can definitely see you're helping. So what is the response, Susie, from your friends, your family members, people that don't know you as a writer? What is the feedback on the book? And by the way, I know that you have a website. I don't know if that you still active on that website, but I see a picture of you. You're just a beautiful lady. I love your picture, love the cover. But yeah, so the question was, what is the response and the feedback on the people that read your book, and the question is what of friends and family members?
They say things like it's well worth the read, and it was fun to read it, and some of them couldn't believe I wrote it. So that was kind of funny too, but mostly they really liked it and enjoyed reading it. So that was a big plus. That really helped my ego. People actually like it, because you don't know.
Exactly, and encourage you to continue writing, to write a sequel, to write something else, to encourage you to keep working. I'm not sure you're still working, or are you retired now? What's your situation?
I'm retired. Yeah.
There you go. So I think we have a little bit of time in our hands to continue the wonderful work that you already started, and have words put in paper, or virtually now that everything it could be online for people. And that's really what I don't want to forget, Susie. For people that want to have that book in their hands to immerse into your story, right? The Blue Herb. Can you tell us where people can get your book?
They can get it on my website. It's at Amazon and Barnes and Noble too, and so there's a few places you can get it online. I'm hoping that it will be in stores sometime. We'll see how that goes.
Awesome. So, by the way, guys, I do have the website on this site right now where we are, and then you can go directly to SusieVivian.com, and it's here. There is a link right here, and it will be on our social media as well. SusieVivian.com, and again, you can find it also on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, and the book is called The Blue Orbit. So working with a publisher, and we're here today because of your publicist, which is, great job. What is the process of that? I mean, it's I know it can be challenging sometimes. Some people find it, it was the greatest thing I ever did, or I back and forth. How was the process with you to try to get this book?
I found a publisher that would publish my book for me and market it and put it out there for people to read and it was interesting. And I also got phone calls from publishers that wanted to print my book for me and get it out there as well. And so it's been quite a process, and having it edited and all of that has been really exciting, but a little daunting as well.
I can definitely understand. Yeah, it could be, but once you have, kind of hand off the leg work or the hard work to somebody else, it makes it a little bit easier. A little bit. I'm not saying that it's fully, but at least it gives you an idea, to what's to stake if you were to write your second one or your third. I'm not sure where you are at right now in the sequel. And not only that, just give that burden to somebody else. Take and deal with it. I just want to concentrate on the writing. I just want to concentrate on the fun part. I can definitely see it. So for people that are listening to us right now again, or will be listening to it later on, what would they expect? What should they expect from your story? And obviously we don't want to give everything away because we want to keep, just a teaser for people to go on Amazon, to go on your website. By the way, everyone, if you didn't hear, the website is Suzy, SUZ, or Z as my American friend said, Vivian.com. Very easy. And Bart and Noah will have the links as well on our social media for you to be able to just click and go straight to Amazon or straight to the website. So we're on Facebook, by the way, we're on Instagram. And are you a social media person, Suzy, or not really?
I am to some extent. Yeah, I enjoy.
Yeah. Are you on?
Facebook
Are you on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at you! Look at you! Good. So we will link those. We will link this interview, Suzy, then to your social media, so that way people can listen and also get definitely the book and everybody's fan. So going back to my original question, what would people expect by when they're reading your book? What should they look forward, or what can you say that will trigger them to say, I gotta get this?
Okay, Jasmine is the heroine of the book, but she's small but she has skills. She's really strong and has skills learned from her brothers as she was growing up, and so she can defend herself and take care of herself and that. But the fact that she's not the typical heroine, I wanted her to be different so that people could see that you don't have to be this big, strong Shira, or whatever you want to call her, kind of a person. You can make a difference no matter who you are. If you get the skills and you have the courage to do it, you can change the world. And so she gets with a group of people that are trying to help her with this blue orb, and they have a lot of adventures and things to deal with. But that's another part of the book, is that working together, a lot can be accomplished as well. So I think that's the main theme, and good against evil and that kind of thing too. So it was fun to write it.
Awesome. So first of all, guys, for you women, and us, Suzy, myself, and many others that are into, empowerment of women, and not that men cannot be empowered. That's definitely not what I'm saying.
Hello?
But yeah, so what I'm saying is make sure that, you get an example here. You get a little bit of encouragement, if you want to have as a role model virtually, to have a woman that can empower you. And also one of the things that I love about what you said, is Suzy, is that teaches you how to work together, and especially in times like what we're living right now, a lot of us have to learn that skill, that you're not an island, that we're all together in this, that we can all help each other, we can always work together. Everybody has a special skill to work in this community that we call it the world, right? Absolutely. So one of the questions that I love to ask, Suzy, is that people that are listening to us and they see the cover of this book, they see you with a publisher, they see you with interviews all over the world, and about your book, about your success. And I see you as very, very successful, Susie. I see you as very accomplished, and not because you're, I don't know your financial situation, but success to me is you doing what your heart's desire, even though you got a little push from your husband. But the aim and the work was done mainly by you. You're the one who has the story. What would you say to my audience, somebody perhaps in Australia, that they're sleeping right now, but I have a big following in Australia and England. What would you say to them? How would you encourage someone that wants to be like you, wants to be published, wants to write that book, wants to be successful, but they're having a hard time? What would you say?
I would say that the hard part for me, I think, was to get started. So if you set a goal and spend, I don't know, even half an hour a day to work on something that you love, a book or whatever it might be, but you work on it and you do it consistently, pretty soon you're spending more time on it, and you get this kind of a inspiration and rhythm to what you're doing till you actually have created something exciting to you. And I think writing about something that is exciting to you, or something that you know about, whether it's something about your life or history or whatever, helps a lot. Of course, you're not going to write something you're not interested in, but it's just the sitting down and starting, and then it's easier. You know what I mean?
Love it. Love it. Guys, if you didn't get anything from this interview right now, and I hate calling it interview, this is a conversation between girlfriends, and I want to be able to make sure that she is the star, because she definitely is. But if you didn't get anything at all, there's quite a bit of teaching in this last half an hour here. Set a goal. But most important, number one actually, is get started. Whatever is it that you have in your heart, just get started. Whether it's going to work or not, that's besides the point. We're not talking about that. She is not talking about just get started on whatever. Whether it's writing that book, whether it's starting that song that you have in your heart, even though you don't even play an instrument, but you have it in your heart, whether it's starting that brand new business on the side because you're not happy with your situation at work, whatever it is, just get started. Second, love it. Set a goal. And she's saying, even if it's half an hour a day, doing whatever is it that you want to do. Again, writing the book, writing that song, starting the business, being that coach. Half an hour is all what it takes. It takes 21 days to make it into a routine and to make it into a pattern. And also, number 3, consistency is very, very important. Again, half an hour every day, that gives you consistent. And you will get excited. That's the last one, number 4. You will get excited because there's something when you have this gift, this book inside of you, or that song inside of you. It's like, wow, I'm doing it. I get excited. So that is imperative. Love it. Words of wisdom from Susie Vivian. I'm going to take it to, sometimes, Susie, I just do this for me. I do it for me, and where are we going to benefit other people? And that's a bonus. And I know we will. I know we will, because your life as a retired person, not just sitting back and doing nothing. You're working, you're doing things, you're writing, you're touching people all around the world. We have people listening to us, not only in Australia and in England, in Canada, South America, and about 72 countries log on. If not now, but they will be later on. By the way, guys, if you you are live with us right now and you would like to interact a little bit with us, we still have some minutes. The number to call us in is 319-527-6060. Again, it's 319-527-6060. And again, the website is SuzyVivian.com, SuzyVivian.com, Suzy with Z and Y. And that book, The Orbit, The Orb, it can be found on Amazon, and The Blue Orb, sorry, you should have corrected me, Suzy, The Blue Herb, beautiful cover. It's on Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Love the cover, by the way. Is it something that you designed or you let your publisher work on it? Because they did whoever did an incredible job. Did you have any part on the covering or anything like that?
Yeah, I picked a couple of the images that I wanted, and then they created what I had in mind. It just turned out exactly what I wanted. It's just gorgeous.
And they did an incredible job. I for some of you that are watching right now online, you can see it. Also, I will connect Suzy to all my social media for you to be able to hear this conversation, this girl talk, and for you to get that book. That's important. Go to her website. You can order from there or from Amazon or from Barnes & Noble. So, Suzy, I can't believe, time just flies here on the LizyT. I can't believe it's been half an hour already, almost. And we can blab forever. We could talk forever. We could converse forever. But I would like you so much for your knowledge, your expertise, your words of wisdom that you gave us today. Obviously, that was the icing on the cake and the cherry on top. But any last word, my friend?
Well, actually, I've written a sequel to The Blue Orb, and so it should be coming out probably early next year. So there's more to come on that story.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. That's incredible. Good for you. See, here I am, talking all about people. So amazing. Congratulations. The work doesn't stop here, and you're a huge proof of it. So thank you so much for being here and for talking to us and sharing your work with the world and giving us inspiration and giving us, hope. That's really how I see it for being successful.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. It's been a delightful half hour with you. Appreciate that.
My pleasure is all mine. Thank you, and have an amazing day. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too as well.
Bye-bye for now. And that, everyone, was Suzy Vivian. She is all the way from Utah, St. George, Utah. She is a retired person, but an amazing author with the sequel of the book, The Blue Orbit. As you can see it on our social media right now, it's an incredible book. There's a picture of me on the microphone, but also a picture of the book, The Blue Orbit. This is episode 2016. I can't believe it. I'm like, what? So it is an incredible opportunity to be able to talk to such an incredible lady, so much information. You know what? Just go to the end of the interview and just listen to her words of wisdom. That was, set goals, get started, consistency, and just get excited about your life. Get excited, if anything. Guys, we are doing our musical section right now. We have people that have submitted their MP3. What is a radio show? What is a radio without music, right? So we have a lot of music. We will try to feed everybody. But if you are interested in sending us your MP3 with your songs, is show@LizyT.com. show@LizyT.com. And Life is Great is the name of the song. Is a musician from Ireland, if I'm not mistaken, and he is a DJ, and he did a great job. So thank you, guys. Here it is. I Feel Great.
Steady gone, feel you drawn close to the sea. Let me on, give me some, then you can leave. But before I know I'm away,